नहीं आया ठीक।
नमस्कार। आज हम हमारे हेल्थ पॉडकास्ट में स्वागत करते हैं राव साहब का। राव साहब, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। राव साहब बहुत ही डेडिकेटेड तरीके से फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट सभी को हेल्थ की बहुत सुंदर चीजें बताते हैं। आज हम उन्हीं के मुंह से सुनेंगे कि बहुत सुंदर जो आपकी हेल्थ हैबिट्स का एक उन्होंने बहुत सारा 10 into 10 का कॉन्सेप्ट कर रखा है कि क्या आपकी हैबिट्स हैं, कैसे आप हेल्थ इश्यूज को और अपने 7 एसेंशियल फॉर गुड हेल्थ से कैसे इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं। तो सबसे पहले तो राव साहब, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारे पॉडकास्ट में।
Thank you, Dr. Monica. I really appreciate your giving the opportunity in your website. We will definitely work on that.
वाओ, दैट्स सो गुड सर। सो मतलब हाउ टू कम थ्रू दिस हेल्थ जर्नी, जैसे आप तो जॉब थे, इतना जबरदस्त आपने पूरा मतलब मार्केटिंग हेड रहे, सब कुछ रहे। सो आप इस हेल्थ जर्नी में कैसे इंट्रोड्यूस हुए विदाउट मेडिकेशन और जो नेचुरल जो है, तो प्लीज आप बताइए।
Yeah, madam, see, until 2014, I was on 11 medication.
ओके।
So I was having diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol, and then kidney stone, all that I was doing it. So I was popping almost 11 medicines, morning 5 and evening 6. So I never felt it was any problem because I was active and, no such issues. But I happened to get a book by Dr. MonikaSachin, who is a naturopathy doctor. He's an amazing guy. And then I read his book. The book is How to Get Rid of Diabetes Without Medicine, 75 rupees. I read that book. I found it very interesting, very logically, very sequentially as given. See, as an automobile engineer, I know the importance of the user manual. See, whenever we get a new equipment,
जी
we
जी।
definitely, though I know about automobiles, engine, falana, dimaka, this engine में क्या करना चाहिए, they write that manufacturer write. Unfortunately, God has not given any manual to us.
एग्जैक्टली
So we are doing our own. Look at the animal kingdom. There is no
सर।
change. But whereas humans are with so many health issues because there is no manual, everybody is their own. You buy a petrol car, you are expected to use only petrol. You are expected to follow the directions given by the
जी
manufacturer.
जी
You can't
जी।
say, I have another car, I do like this. No, it won't work. So this is what he was teaching us in that very excellently. They talks about 7 essentials for good health, and there is a lot of different approach and all that. So I followed that. In 4 months, I got rid of all medicine. And then I realized I didn't have the knowledge. As an automobile engineer, I joined as an engineer and I became a general manager, marketing head. But I have zero knowledge on the body. I have no clue how the body functions.
हाँ।
So this has been my journey, that books, and he has done about 64 DVDs, madam, each running for 5 hours. All
वाओ।
his speeches he has recorded.
एंड
So
सर,
I have gone through
हाँ,
all of them.
दैट्स सो गुड। एंड व्हाट योर सर, आप जो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग चीज आपने बताई, जो आपका प्लान था कि 10 हैबिट्स, क्या 10 हैबिट्स हैं वो भी हमारे व्यूअर्स जानना चाहेंगे। जो आपने अपने 8,000, मोर देन 8,000 सर ने स्टडी आवर्स किए, सर ने रिसर्च किया, तो उसका जो असेंस निकल कर आया है, आज हम वो भी आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कि आपकी जो 10 हैबिट्स को आप जो चेक चेक मीटर पे चेक करते हैं, तो वो आप हमारे व्यूवर्स को बताना चाहें तो प्लीज आप बताएं। और व्यूवर्स से भी रिक्वेस्ट है कि सर जैसे जैसे बता रहे हैं और आप
Note
देख रहे
down.
हैं, तो कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखिए कि आपकी कौन कौन सी हैबिट्स रॉन्ग है। तो सर वो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग होगा, तो प्लीज आप बताएं।
Very nice, madam. That's very correct. See, as I said, as I generally say, if there is a fish pond from 10 different places, the dirty water or polluted water is entering, it is necessary. The first step should be to stop them. People
एग्जैक्टली।
are now looking at, to give some supplements or give them some good antibiotic, good food. It doesn't work. Similarly, if somebody is having health issues, they must look at these reasons. I have identified 10 daily wrong habits.
यस।
Incidentally, out of 10 daily wrong habits, I was having seven for almost for 30 years. The
वाओ।
problem is the each habit, how intensely you're doing.
विदाउट मैनुअल इट्स क्वाइट ऑब्वियस सर ना।
Somehow see, everybody knows coffee is bad, but we drink. We
हाँ।
know this processed food is bad, but we eat. See, knowingly we are doing. Some we are not doing. Let's look at what are they.
ओके, सो सर लेट्स चेक इट आउट।
Huh. You see, number one, the foremost is the one is the chronic stress.
ओके।
Suppose somebody is stressed, what
हाँ।
will happen? Chronic stress will cause you lack of sleep. You can't sleep, you are stressed and you will be very angry, you will
हम्म।
have bad relationships, and stress can increase your blood pressure, all the health problems will come. So to be immediately after stress means what? There is a danger to the body. Stress means danger to the
एग्जैक्टली
body. So
एग्जैक्टली
when you are in danger, you cannot sleep. So your
एग्जैक्टली।
sleep deprivation happens. The second problem is lack of sleep, 7 hours night sleep. Very important. I
Exactly.
always tell people who are working in the night duty, they're bound to have health problems because they're going away circadian rhythm. So
Hmm.
7 hours sleep is the second point. If you are
Okay.
not having, point out.
ठीक
Third
है.
one is physical exercise, sedentary lifestyle people should not have.
Hmm.
So believe me, all these three I was having okay. I was
Okay.
never stressed despite as a general manager, marketing head, and I
Wow.
used to sleep well for 7 hours and I used to go every day 1 hour walk.
Wow.
So I thought they are great habits. But what is the next one? See,
Yes.
when you are stressed, not slept well, and and you are
Exactly.
morning, you can't do the exercise, you don't have a feel like doing exercise. Then what happens when you go don't go for exercise? You feel go for a coffee. So that means you are onto stimulants. How
Hmm.
many times you are taking stimulants in a day?
Hmm.
Next is stimulants. What is the next one after that? We are all looking for the processed foods,
Hmm.
high carb foods, any processed product. I don't call them food actually, it's a product. Anything
Exactly.
processed is a product.
Exactly.
People
Hmm.
will say my product is not selling. They want to sell more product. So we are
Hmm.
eating that. What is that? You have refined oils, we have white rice, maida item, bakery, cool drinks, and then the sweets. All these things are absolutely harmful to the health. But we like them, we eat them, junk food, burger food, and all that. So that is one problem. What is the next one? Whenever you go into that, you have constipation problem. You are unable to clear your bowels.
Hmm.
See, how many people are able to, let me tell you, about 60-70% of the population are having constipation. I have
Exactly.
a separate example of giving constipation. What is constipation? Constipation means if you are unable to clear your bowels within half an hour after waking up in the morning, you are
Hmm.
constipated.
Constipated.
And
Exactly.
suppose sometime you're going in the afternoon or evening, and also if you're spending more time in the toilet, that is a clear indication of constipation. If you look at a cow, how much time it takes for passing its stools? Hardly a few seconds. It
Hmm.
takes more time for urinating than a stools.
Hmm.
But whereas human beings spend half an hour in the bathroom, somebody has to
Hmm.
bang, then no come. So going one time, I consider itself is constipation. We
Exactly.
must excrete 2 times in a day.
Exactly.
The way your large intestine is there,
Hmm.
so it's very important. Two bowel movements is a must. So next is
Perfect.
constipation.
Then.
Next point is what people don't know how much to water to drink. There most of them are dehydrated.
Hmm.
See, minimum not 3 to 4 liter water is a must. See, here
Hmm.
also there's a lot of confusion. People say 8 glass, 10 glass you drink when
Hmm.
you're thirsty. All this is absolutely incorrect.
Hmm.
Person should have minimum 3-4 liters water. And also there is a process of drinking water. People don't understand that. See, I had a kidney stone problem because I used to drink hardly 1 liter in a day.
Hmm.
So when I have kidney stone, the doctor told me drink more water. I
Hmm.
didn't know. He didn't tell me what is the technique.
Hmm.
What is the technique? You should not drink water and eat food, or while eating, you should not drink
Hmm.
water.
Hmm.
Water and food should not be put at one time in your stomach. So this
Exactly.
I didn't have an idea. And at least 2 hours you must wait. While eating, you should not drink water. If you drink water, at least wait for 20-30 minutes. Because water in empty stomach will get absorbed within 20 minutes. It passes to the small
Ah,
intestine.
exactly.
You
Exactly.
drank water, you put even 1-2 tablespoons of any food, the water also gets locked up. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is another area people do not know.
Hmm.
What is the next eighth point? Probably this seventh you covered. Eighth could be
Yes. Yes.
eighth is we are not eating nutritious food at all.
Hmm.
Most of the time we eat morning. South Indians they will have dosa. Lunchtime they have some rice. Night also they have some dosa. Where is the nutritious food? What is nutritious food? Anything which is uncooked, which has not been put on the stove, is a nutritious food. Like your fruits, nuts, dates, sprouts, coconut. How many times we are eating? We are hardly eating in a day. So
Okay.
lack of nutritious food. So we are
Okay.
covered eight. There are two things people don't know. Let me tell you, 95% of the people are making this mistake.
Okay.
Can you guess what it is? Let me tell you, it is multiple times eating in a day without hunger.
Okay.
See, we are all habituated. What is the general habit, madam? Dr. Monica? People have morning coffee, then they have breakfast, then they go to the office. In the office, every office they provide coffee at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. You have another coffee. The lunch is confirmed. And then you're going 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, one more coffee is served. Maybe on the way you have some bhaji or falana dimaka you eat. And night dinner. So how many times we ate? A lot of people think eating means eating only chawal or rice. No. Other than water is food, which
Hmm.
requires digestion. So I didn't know I was eating almost three times breakfast, lunch, dinner is common. Everybody is eating breakfast, lunch time. See, do we know we all have this Sanskrit slogan, Ekabhukte yogi, Vibhukte bhogi, Tribhukte we all know.
रोगी.
What happened six times? Where is the question? This is double rogi, double drohi. This is the problem. This is the ninth
Exactly.
point is eating multiple times. Then I have another 10 point. Then there are 10 eating disorders. What is the 10 eating disorders? We only eat as per the timing. Breakfast time, okay, lunch time, dinner time, falana time, dimaka time, we eat. And there are so many, various, like, somebody comes, says, I went to the temple, he puts the prasadam, immediately we put it. Unmindfully that we are eating number of times. So there are 10 eating disorders, we'll talk it separately. You're eating number of times. Remember this point.
Exactly.
Eating means other than water is food. This is the 10th point people should know. I always make everybody to repeat this. Other than water is food, which spikes sugar and insulin. Over a period of time, you develop insulin resistance.
Okay.
So we have seen, look, 10 points, 10 health
लाइक
issues.
लाइक इट्स लाइक से मिड टाइम स्नैक्स, जैसे इट्स लाइक जैसे वो लोग मंचिंग करते हैं, यू कैन से कि अदर देन वाटर एंड फूड लाइक मंचिंग, सम टाइम हम इन बिटवीन फूड फूड के टाइम में जैसे किसी ने प्रसाद दिया हमने खा लिया, या फिर ये मिड टाइम स्नैक्स हो गया आपका, कि कभी कभी हम दो फूड मील के बीच में भी जो मंचिंग करते हैं उसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं शायद। टेंथ फूड का आपका यही मोटो है ना सर,
The
कि ये
number of times, see,
मंचिंग।
it could be munching, or somebody comes to you, madam, says that today is my birthday. He pushes the cake back. What do we
एग्जैक्टली।
do? We just put it. You go to
हाँ
somebody's house, they
हाँ
will compel you. You don't.
हाँ
In
हाँ
India, we have that Athithi Devo Bhava.
हाँ मनोहर हाँ नहीं हाँ।
If you can't refuse it, whether you like or not. So what happened? Without your knowledge, you're eating 4 to 5 times a day.
ओके
If you're
ओके।
habituated with coffee tea, you're confirmed you're eating 6, 7 times. There is no
एग्जैक्टली।
wonder people as early as I have seen reports 8 years, 11 years, 13-year-old children, they have insulin resistance already.
हाँ हाँ, ये सही सही ठीक है सर, बिल्कुल आपकी हैबिट्स हम सब अपने व्यूअर से रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे, अपनी आप सेल्फ चेक कीजिए और अपनी हैबिट्स के बारे में बताइए ताकि हम और आपको अच्छे से और नॉलेज दे पाए। अब हम बात करें सर, व्हाट इज द 10 लाइफस्टाइल डिजीजेस जो
No,
आप
let,
बात
let,
कर
let me
रहे हैं।
conclude on that one. On the
प्लीज।
10th without, and the problem is, let me tell you, 90% of the population are insulin resistant and they are not even checking their blood test. They don't know.
हम्म
See, the problem is happening. We are not able to catch the problem in time.
हम्म हम्म
People, lot of people are already overweight 20, 30 kg. They say if there's no problem, we checked all the reports, everything is okay. It's erroneous. We will look at it now.
हम्म
So with these 10 health issues, 10 really wrong habits, or even one, let us say you don't have any other habit except you are not able to sleep in the night. Obviously, you'll
हाँ,
land in trouble.
वो तो सर
See,
हाँ, पोल में कहीं भी लूज हो, वो तो आपको पोल में अगर होल है, इज देयर एनी स्मॉलर होल और बिग होल और एनी होल।
exactly. You said it very
एग्जैक्टली।
nicely, madam.
हाँ
Exactly.
हाँ
Whether a small crack or big crack, you are
हाँ, इट्स
going to
लाइक अ
get,
क्रैक
that's what
ओनली,
I say.
यस
Very
इट्स
good.
लाइक अ क्रैक ओनली। सो वी हैव टू जस्ट आइडेंटिफाई द क्रैक्स एंड आफ्टरवर्ड व्हाट आर द मेन लाइफस्टाइल इश्यूज यू हैव जस्ट डिस्कस्ड एक्चुअली।
Yes, yes. See, these 10 daily wrong habits, even one over
हम्म
the years, and also it depends on the severity. See, somebody is taking
एग्जैक्टली,
three
एवरीबडी इज
times.
डिफरेंट।
Suppose somebody is having too much. So it all depends on it. So the earlier you get into trouble. Now, this will lead to 10 health issues. We must
यस।
focus on them. What are the
ओके
10 health issues which are visible to a person? Which is visible is overweight and belly fat is one problem. Please make a note of it.
ओके।
Belly fat and overweight is a problem. See, now the
एग्जैक्टली।
question is again overweight. People don't have a proper,
ओके।
goal post.
हाँ
See, in India, 5 feet person, male or female, should not be beyond 50, 55 kg.
एग्जैक्टली। हाँ
5.5 feet. 5.5 feet is very rare generally. 5'3", 5'4" is generally the average. 5'2", 5'3" is the general. 80% of the people 5'2", 5'3" only. 5'6" should be around 60 to 65. A
ओके।
6 feet person, Indian person, should not be beyond 75, 80 kg. Remember this point.
हम्म
So
नहीं,
find
आप
out.
जो सही कह रहे हैं, क्योंकि जनरली हमारा जो वेट का जो इशू है, वेट का जो एक क्राइटेरिया बना हुआ है, डब्ल्यू एच ओ ने भी जो बनाया है, वो स्मॉल फ्रेम, मीडियम फ्रेम एंड लार्ज फ्रेम के अकॉर्डिंग, हाइट के अकॉर्डिंग जो बनाया है, उनका भी थोड़ा मोटा मोटा इतना ही आता है सर। मतलब आप
Yeah.
जैसे एक रफली पॉइंट लें, सो दैट इज सो गुड। एंड देन
Okay.
नेक्स्ट सर। हाँ
Next point is belly fat. How do we know our waist size?
हाँ।
Waist size means what? Large waist size means, how do we check waist size? How much it should be? It should be half of it in inches.
ओके।
Suppose somebody is 5 feet.
हाँ
That means what? 60 inches. So the
हाँ
pant size should be 30. If
Okay.
suppose that person is wearing 33, that means there is a 3 inches large waist size where there is a lot of visceral fat in their body.
Okay. Okay.
So, overweight, belly fat is one problem.
Okay.
Second problem is blood pressure. What should be your ideal blood pressure? 120 by 80. 90 by 60 to 120 by 80 is the ideal range.
Hmm.
Even 120 by 80, I consider it is just you have started, you're at the borderline. You're
Hmm.
about to step into BP. What
Hmm.
is the third problem? I say without any blood test, if anybody is on any medication, regular medication, prescribed medication by a doctor, that means he has some health issue.
Hmm.
So we have looked at three health issues.
Hmm.
These issues, what I look at, madam, it's something like in a board, you have already three cracks, you're going with three cracks. Now let's look at other health issues. What are they? Most important is a lot of people are having now high cholesterol levels.
Hmm.
That is called dyslipidemia.
Hmm.
As
Hmm.
per ICMR survey, recent survey, 81% of Indians are having dyslipidemia.
Hmm.
Okay, so how to check that? What are the parameters? Again, this is like a lot of confusion. A lot of people talk about total cholesterol should be around 200 and LDL should not be beyond 100. Yes, these two markers are important. The most important markers are not covered. Most important marker is triglycerides. It should be
Hmm.
below 100.
Hmm.
Lab says
Hmm.
150, but the best is 100.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
HDL should be above 60.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let me tell
Hmm.
you, madam, I have looked at 700 blood reports. 80% people have this dyslipidemia,
Exactly.
which is matching with that ICMR survey also.
Hmm.
Okay, one is dyslipidemia. Next is what? Fatty liver.
Hmm.
Let me tell you again, majority of 50-60% have fatty liver.
More
Why
than.
fatty liver? Why
More than.
triglycerides? I tell me, it is because of the 10 daily wrong habits.
Hmm.
Either
Hmm.
one or any one of
Hmm.
them can
Hmm.
lead to any of this problem.
Hmm.
See, somebody may not have diabetes, but he have high cholesterol. He may
Hmm.
have high, fatty liver. So
Hmm.
end of the day, you stop these, find out how many daily wrong habits you have, stop them, and monitor your health score, track your health score. So one is we have looked at weight and belly fat, blood pressure, any
हाँ सर
medication.
सिक्स
Fourth
पॉइंट
one is
करके
cholesterol. The
हाँ
fifth one is fatty liver.
नहीं
Okay?
नहीं मेडिकेशन भी बोला आपने नहीं
Yeah, yeah,
फर्स्ट
medication. Any
हाँ
medication for
हाँ
anything.
हाँ तो
It could
अराउंड
be
सेवेंथ पॉइंट सर
fourth is your cholesterol. Fifth one is your,
मेडिकेशन
fatty liver. Huh? Uh, we have covered. Next comes your thyroid dysfunction.
हाँ
It's very common. Anybody say, I'm having thyroid last 20 years, I'm
हाँ
taking minimum tablet. People have that habit. Next one is either you are a pre-diabetic or diabetic. We covered seven, isn't it?
एट
Eight you covered. No,
हाँ
seven only. Belly fat and overweight is only one problem. Take
ओके
it as
ओके
one only.
ओके देन सेवन
So
सर
we have seven. Now these are seven are most of the places you get the test done. There are three hidden problems people don't diagnose. Can
ओके
you guess what are they? Let me tell you, madam. One is the D vitamin deficiency.
हाँ
Many people. I
हाँ
have seen more than 700 reports. At least 60-70% are deficient. Now the problem is D vitamin deficiency. Also, the range provided in the lab are little, too large. See, they say 30 to 100 is ideal. Say, for example, you get 31. You presume you are normal. No, it is not. See, I'll tell
एग्जैक्टली
you one example I want to give you. All in 10th standard in India, Andhra Pradesh, anybody who gets 35% is pass.
फास्ट
35 pass, 36 pass, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Everybody is pass. That's not pass. A 35% will never get engineering seat. Like that, a 31 D vitamin hai, so you will not be healthy. No way. It should be around 60 to 90, 100.
एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली
Again, B12. B12 is another vitamin. There also 290 to 900 is the range, madam. And 300 आएगा तो क्या बोलेंगे आप लोग सही है ठीक है करके बढ़
पास
जाएंगे पक्का
पास
हाँ गलत है I have seen people, lot of people in my group. I see 30 years young mothers, children having one or two children, 30-35 years ladies are there. You know what are their complaints? General complaints are मतलब बाल गिर जाता है, lot of tiredness. I can't even stand for 20 minutes for on the kitchen table. These are the problems of the people I'm seeing last 1 year. Without checking also, I can tell them to take the B12 supplements, B12 injections. Okay, we have covered nine, madam. Let me
एग्जैक्टली
tell you the 10th problem. Let me tell you 90% of the population are having this problem and they are not aware. And even if you spend 20,000 rupees of test for blood test, this test is not done.
Okay.
Can you guess what it is? It's such an important, very important. I want this to be
Please,
driven.
please.
See, if you are going, Dr. Monica, if you are going to US for 3 months, what you will do from your house? You lock carefully. You keep all your valuables in a birwa, and all your doors you lock up, and you go for 3 months to US. Wonderful. You come back from US and you came back and you want to open your house. You open, main door key is not available, but all other keys are there. I'm not saying other keys are not important. They are important after this. So, similarly, this test is called insulin test, fasting insulin test.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this test is not being done.
Hmm.
And one more problem is this: even this test is done, the range is given too large again. See, if you look at the, how is the human body functions, what is the role of insulin, what is the role of sugar, how it works, people have no clue. The insulin level should be, the range is 3 to 25, the range they say. The ideal is between 3 to 6.
Hmm.
Let me tell you, I have 700 reports. I keep on saying that 90% people have insulin resistance as young as 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. Why? Because one or two daily wrong habits people have. So these are the 10 health issues I tell them. I tell people, find out of 10 how many. At one time, as I said to you, madam, I was doing 7 daily wrong habits for 30 years.
Hmm. Ah,
So I
yes,
ended
it's
up
like
having 8
quite
health
common.
issues.
Hmm. Hmm.
I get up. Same thing is the problem with anybody. You can check how many long wrong habits you
And
have.
now we are just know the our wrongs, our disease, and now the remedy part, sir. The most important and the most
Yes,
awaited
yes.
part,
Now,
sir.
now we have identified. This is what I tell them: health score. See, out
Exactly.
of 10 health issues, say if you're okay only on two, that your score is 20%.
Hmm.
Your objective is to become 100%. This I will like you gave the excellent example. If you're going in a board, you can't afford to have even one crack. Can you
Exactly.
go with 8 health problems? I was going with 8 health problems: overweight, belly fat, blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes. So your life will not be enjoyable.
Hmm. So
The
what
guy
were
who is
the
there,
remedies, sir? Because
huh, huh,
audience wants
huh.
to know it. So
Excellent, excellent. The first step is what, madam? First step is identify what are the wrong habits. Yeah, you must stop them from
uh,
today. There's no
we are aware.
alternative. You can't, you have to. Now, the actually answer lies in the same, but let me put it a little more elaborately.
Exactly, please.
Huh. Now, let us look at it this way, madam. As I said to you, this health is a skill. Like if you want to make any dish you are making, any sabji you are making, it is a skill, isn't it?
Hmm. Hmm.
For that, you have to definitely learn what are the ingredients, what are their quantities, what is the process, and you have to gain the experience. Then only you can make the dish tasty. Similarly, for health, let us understand for health, there are 7 essentials for good health.
Yes.
What are they? See, the first and foremost essential for essentials means what? If you don't get it, you won't survive in few minutes, few
Exactly.
days, or
Exactly.
few months. The first and foremost essential is the air we breathe. If you don't get air for 4 to 5 minutes, we don't survive. So, such an important thing, God has taken his control. He is not asking us to breathe consciously. So, we can keep it aside. Fortunately, it is taken. Suppose if the responsibility is ours, we don't think anybody would survive. So fortunate we are. So next is
Yes.
water.
Hmm.
How much water to drink? If you don't get water, how many days anybody can survive? Without water, suppose you get stuck in a desert, there is no water. Maximum 1 week. I don't think anybody can survive beyond a week.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
water is so important. But remember, water is not as important as what air.
Hmm.
Okay, what is the next important thing is the food.
Hmm.
Without food, how many days we can survive? In the Jain community, I think people are on a fasting for months at times, months
Hmm.
at times.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so people can survive for months. Does not that you don't have to eat food, but if you don't eat food, what would happen? The first thing is you start losing weight. Then you start losing your muscle. You become bone and skin, like we see in Somalia. No, people are starving. The starvation. So food is not as important as water like that. What is the next one? Exercise,
Hmm.
physical exercise. In the wild, elephant, such a huge animal, for its food, it walks at least 40-50 kilometers every day. What are we doing? How much of walking we are doing? We are doing hardly anything. No physical exercise. So 1 hour physical exercise is a must.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
We are looking at the essentials. We are now first looking at the essentials and then we look at what are the quantities each one to be taken. What is the next one? Excretion, removal of the waste from our body. From our body, there are four waste. One is the stools, another is the urine, the third is the sweat, the fourth one is the breath.
Hmm.
One breath don't go out, we are gone.
Hmm.
Somebody holds our nose, we're gone.
Hmm.
Urine also, if you are not able to urinate for XYZ reason, I don't think you will survive more than 2 days. It is a medical emergency.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
have to be taken with a tube, they have to remove the,
Hmm.
clear the bladder.
Hmm.
But stools is a dicey thing.
Hmm.
People can need not go to the toilet for 2 days, 3 days, week also. Nothing much happens initially, but over a period of time, the problem happens.
Exactly. Hmm.
And the sweat. Now we are protecting too much of protecting. We don't want to go out. We want to go in AC. We don't want to do any physical exercise. So these four ways don't go out of body properly. So this is the elimination. Next is what? Rest. We have
Hmm.
covered air, water, food, exercise, excretion, removal of the waste, and we're talking about the rest. See, moment we talk rest means what? We think sleeping only. Yes, sleeping is important. Also, we must give rest to your digestive organs. Are we giving rest to your digestive organs? No. We're starting day with 5 o'clock with a bed coffee, and we are eating at night 10 o'clock. So hardly you have a 10 to 5 only the rest time for your organs. Even after 10, immediate after eating, at least 2 hours to काम करना पड़ेगा all your internal organs. You are giving only 4 hours rest to your body. Over a period of time you have. These are the six essentials common for humans and other all animals.
Hmm.
There's
Hmm.
one thing extra for humans alone. What is that? That is our mind management. If
Hmm.
you don't know how to manage your mind, obviously you get into psychosomatic diseases. So now we have looked at, madam, these are the only seven. What else? These are the seven essentials. If you are doing properly, they will balance your five elements.
Hmm.
Pancha Mahabhutas. What are the Pancha Mahabhutas? To start with the earth element, which you can
Hmm.
perceive with all your senses. Next subtle is water. Next is fire. Next is air. The space element, we have no idea what is space element. We can't comprehend with our senses, right? There are the five elements are there. These seven essentials must balance. Now
Hmm.
we have looked at the ingredients. Obviously, you take quality ingredients. Any dish you make, obviously you pick up a quality ingredients. And now we got the ingredient list.
Hmm.
Now the question is the quantities.
Hmm.
Each one how much? And then the process. We'll look at the process. We'll look at the quantities now. Now anyway, air to chal raha hai. There's nothing to be done. If you want to improve your air element, do the pranayama, do the abdominal breathing. This would enhance your air element. Next comes water element. Now, water, this is a big question. A lot of people have so much of confusion. People say 8 glasses, 10 glasses, you drink water only when you are thirsty. Okay, if you're taking coffee, tea, milk also, that is also considered as a liquid. All this stuff is there. Totally misled, madam, I'm telling you. There is a guy who wrote on water. I don't know name of the guy. He's a doctor in the US. He got stuck and he did a lot of research on water. Now the question is how much water to drink. Now the second question is when to drink, when not to drink.
Exactly.
It's a mistake a lot of people do. I was doing the mistake. I used to hardly drink 1.5 liter and I have no clue when to drink, when not to drink. What happened to me? As I said to you, it was already I have a dehydration, I have problems, and I had a kidney stone problem. I had to rush twice to the ICU in when I was in 2012. Fortunately, without any intervention, I came out. Doctor told me drink more water. I drank more water. I only got belly fat. Nothing happened. When I learned this thing in 3 months, 4 months, I don't know where my stones have disappeared. I
Hmm.
had three,
Hmm.
four stones. I mean, I have the scan report at that time.
Hmm.
So now, what is the way to drink? You must drink 3 to 4 liters water compulsorily. A guy
Hmm.
who is in Jammu and Kashmir or in Rajasthan, three is minimum. Now the question is how much is the maximum? Depends on the weight. Suppose somebody is
Exactly.
over,
Hmm.
somebody is in a very tropical place like hot country like Rajasthan, or somebody is doing a physical work, then probably he can go to 4, 4.5, 5. Suppose you are in a very cold weather, three is non-negotiable.
Hmm.
It's pure water, I'm telling you. If you're taking some other juice and all, that's separate. We will look at it separately. I want to share with you, madam. I don't know whether you have seen that ICMR booklet, 148-page booklet had come. I'll share maybe one of the class we do a session. What is ICMR? I can guarantee you, anybody sincerely following ICMR guidelines can never ever become healthy in his lifetime. Because in those seven essentials which I talked, madam, two essentials are totally missing in that. In that 148 page
नहीं
book,
सर, आप भी, हम कोई बात नहीं, वो है सर, हम किसी को क्रिटिसाइज नहीं कर
no,
सकते
I'm
हैं,
not
ठीक है।
criticizing. I'm not
हाँ, आप
criticizing.
उस हिसाब से हैं, लेकिन सबका अलग अलग विचार है, क्योंकि हम
No,
इसमें हमारे स्वतंत्र भारत के स्वतंत्र नागरिक हैं। आपके विचार
perfect. Yeah.
बिल्कुल ठीक है सर, लेकिन आप किसी चीज को क्रिटिसाइज, आप बिल्कुल सही कर रहे हैं, लेकिन
नहीं,
बहुत सारे रिसर्च मेथड्स ऐसे हैं, जैसे पहले रिसर्च आया था कि हम व्हाइट राइस खाने चाहिए या व्हाइट
no, no,
राइस
we'll
नहीं
not.
खानी
No,
चाहिए।
madam, one
हाँ,
second.
तो
Let's
वो
get into
हम
the
किसी
same
को
point. One
क्रिटिसाइज
second, one
नहीं
second.
करना है।
No,
हाँ,
no,
हाँ,
criticize me, madam.
हाँ,
One
हाँ,
second. Please.
हाँ, हाँ।
I'm not trying to belittle them.
जी, जी,
Understand the logic, simple common sense.
जी, जी,
See, you
जी।
want to make a regular coffee. I give only two items. Will you make a coffee? Tell me. Simple question. I'm not criticizing. I'm saying it is missing. It
ना,
is missing.
या, बट वी आर नॉट अथॉरिटी टू, मतलब जिस हिसाब से, तो बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं। बाकी आपके जो हेल्थ इश्यूज में, अब जैसे आपने अवेयर किया, तो हाउ यू, मतलब गिव देम, आप जैसे आप बता रहे थे एक व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप के बारे में, तो आप व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप के बारे में बताइए कि जो लोग आपसे जुड़ना चाहें वो किस तरीके से व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप के थ्रू जुड़कर, अगर आप कहेंगे तो वो जो लिंक्स हैं हम अपने कमेंट बॉक्स में भी डाल देंगे सर के साथ में, जो उनका यूट्यूब चैनल है आप उसके थ्रू भी जुड़कर, और आप राव साहब से डायरेक्टली कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं और अपनी हेल्थ को और अच्छे से मैनेज कर सकते हैं। तो सर इस बारे में और बताइए कि आप अब इन चीजों से कैसे लोगों की हेल्प कर रहे हैं।
No, no, you have missed one more point, ma'am. See, we have only looked at the ingredients. We
हाँ,
have looked at the quantities. The
हाँ,
process we have not understood. The very important, the process has to be understood.
हाँ,
Otherwise, there's no point
हाँ,
in
हाँ, वी हैव,
taking it
बट
further.
वी कैन नॉट एक्चुअली क्रिटिसाइज
No,
एनीबडी,
no, sir,
एवरीबडी
sorry.
इज
No, I
करेक्ट।
didn't
हाँ,
mean that. What
एवरीबडी
I'm
इज
saying,
करेक्ट। हाँ,
no, I get, no,
हाँ,
no, I get your
हाँ,
point. Please don't
हाँ,
take it that way. What
प्लीज
I'm
प्लीज सर।
saying,
हाँ,
the ingredients are missing, I'm saying, which
हम्म,
is, see, we have to call a
हाँ,
spade, not criticizing. It's not
ओके, हाँ,
mentioned.
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ,
I don't go through
एग्जैक्टली।
them. You will
नो
understand yourself.
प्रॉब्लम, नो प्रॉब्लम सर, प्लीज। हाँ, सो हाउ यू हेल्प, मतलब विद दीज इंग्रेडिएंट्स, आप किस तरीके से हेल्प करते हैं, ये भी
Okay.
हमारे
Now,
व्यूवर्स को
now, now
बताइए।
let me put it in a summarized, very simple way.
या,
It's a matter of 3 minute subject only, but we are talking for too long because it has to be driven. Okay, let me
एग्जैक्टली।
tell you what is needed in a day. Every person must take 3 to 4 liters water. Number one. Number two, they must have two bowel movements in a day.
हम्म,
1 hour brisk walk is a must, non-negotiable. 7 hours sleep, especially from night 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., is absolutely non-negotiable. Okay. Stress management. You find out what sort of stress you are. Depends. Each person have a different type of stress levels, various reasons for stress. So you find out your stress reasons, you have to come out of it. It's easily said than done. So we can work on that. Okay. Now comes the food. So eat only 2 times when hungry and nothing in between 2 meals except water. Now, this is the process. Now, let me put it how simply you can follow this process. And last 11 years, I'm following all my group members. These are the only guidelines I tell them. Once you understood the wrong habits, you stop them. Get your blood test, find out what is your health score, what is your D vitamin, B12, HbA1c, and all that. And then you understood this, what are the ingredients, and you understood the quantities. Now the process, what do we understand first? Let me put it very simply, madam. What I do, you preferably wake up before sunrise and drink 1 liter water immediately after waking up.
हम्म।
It's difficult for people who don't have the
हाँ,
habit,
इट्स
but
लाइक
make it
उषा
practice.
पान ओनली, और जस्ट ट्रेडिशन, हमारा ट्रेडिशन था सर उषा पान का, तो
True,
इट्स लुक
true.
गुड, यस। हाँ,
True. So 1 liter water. Why we should drink 1 liter water? Because when you drink 1 liter water, because there's a specific presentation to do that. But anyway, we are not having time. See, it's like a balloon. The stomach is like a balloon. In the morning, when you put water, it gets enlarged, and that will give a little, touching on your transverse colon. So it makes you, when you drink water and focus your mind to go to the toilet, there are actually two splinters in your,
हम्म,
large intestine. One is
हम्म,
internal splinter, another is
हम्म,
external splinter.
हम्म,
When you drink water, that would help to give a pressure on your internal splinter. So you get an urge to go to the toilet. Then
हम्म,
comes there is an external splinter with your mind. Suppose you drank water, you're feeling urgent to go to the toilet, but
हम्म,
somebody is in the toilet, you have a ability to hold it.
हम्म,
So you have to, when consciously plan to go to the toilet, don't engage in any other activity.
हम्म,
You'll be able to go to the toilet easily. Once the first bowel movement is only done, only you are licensed to anything.
एंड देन,
Then you go for a 1 hour brisk walk. If ladies they can't go out, generally do your housework, whatever kitchen work, whatever you are doing, you can do that. And then after that, what you can do, take 5-10 minutes rest. Again, drink 1 liter water. Focus your mind on your stomach. You'll be surprised that you'll be able to go to the second bowel movement.
हम्म,
So
हम्म,
this way, what happened? You have done a proper hydration, proper elimination in the morning itself before you
ओके,
go to the office.
ओके,
This is the best approach.
हम्म,
Then comes, as I said to you, eat only 2 times in a day hungry. It's your choice.
हम्म,
When you want to eat, what type of food you want to
हम्म,
eat. What type of quantity you want, it is your choice. But only thing is, the point is, eat when you're hungry.
Hmm.
Don't follow the timings, falana
Hmm.
dimaka. Just do
Hmm.
that. And the
Hmm.
drinking process, as I said to you, water drinking, what you need to do, if you drink water, wait for 20-30 minutes.
Hmm.
While eating, don't drink water.
Hmm.
After eating, wait for 2 hours.
Hmm.
Suppose you got stuck in your throat, you have one or two gulps, no problem, but
Hmm.
not glass after glass.
Hmm. Hmm.
This is what.
Hmm.
And then also we have to stop all these, processed foods, intoxicants and stimulants and all
Hmm.
that you have to
Hmm.
stop. And
Hmm.
then you have your first meal, whatever time you want. I generally have my first meal around 11:30.
Hmm.
Then after that, 2 hours, until half an hour before the second meal, I take 2 liters water in installments.
Hmm.
So I have first meal at 11 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, I have a glass of water. Consciously, I keep water in a bottle. And by evening, half an hour before my second meal, suppose I decide to eat 8 o'clock.
Hmm.
Until 7:30, I take my 2 liters water. I
Water
finished
intake.
it.
Exactly.
And I have my second meal and sleep for 7 hours. This is the process.
Perfect.
Requires a little bit of practice because now it depends on each person's, office scope timing.
It's like our farmer habit, na sir. It's like our traditional habit. So we have to just follow our roots, and this is so good. You have just explored all these things with these beautiful studies. So we are requesting our viewers to just follow this beautiful module. And if you need any suggestion or any help or any matlab modifications, Rao Saab will help you. So Rao Saab, can you give एनी गुड रिजल्ट कि जैसे आपने कहा था कि उनका HB1C काफी हद तक नॉर्मल आ
Yeah,
गया था,
can
वेट
I
हो गया था,
can
तो
I show you
प्लीज आप शेयर।
one slide you
सर
would like to see?
श्योर
That
तो
would
नहीं
be
सर, शेयर का तो टाइम नहीं होगा क्योंकि हम टाइम में
okay,
बस
no
अब
problem.
कंक्लूजन में आ गए
No
हैं।
problem.
तो
No problem.
कंक्लूजन में हम चाहते हैं कि यू
Yeah,
कैन
let me tell you.
कंक्लूड
Yes,
विद
yes.
एनी गुड रिजल्ट सर,
Yeah,
प्लीज।
let me tell you. I have a YouTube channel. People can watch my
या
videos. The classes are recorded, are available. So people have to invest time, gain the right knowledge, and then discipline. Okay,
परफेक्ट।
Wellness Secrets is my YouTube channel. People can
वाओ।
listen. My
श्योर।
mobile number is 9840852996, which you can put it.
परफेक्ट
Right
परफेक्ट।
now, as far as the results are concerned, my own results told you. I was doing 7 daily wrong habits. I had 8 health issues, 11 medicines. When I followed in 4 months, my health score became 90%.
वाओ,
So at that
दैट्स
time,
सो
still
गुड।
I did not know
इट इज द बेस्ट
2014
थिंग।
about D vitamin and B12 and insulin resistance. But definitely it would have been bad, but those things were there. Now, in the
परफेक्ट।
last, I have seen people, madam, believe me, in 3 months, I can share that, it's not oral. We can see
नहीं
their
नहीं सर,
markers.
इट्स लाइक आर ट्रेडिशनल मेथड, सो इट्स सो गुड। यू हैव जस्ट ऑल द रिसर्च सब्जेक्ट्स बट दैट ट्रेडिशनल मेथड, सो इट्स सो इफेक्टिव एंड इट्स सो गुड टू टॉक विद यू ऑल विद दिस नेचुरल, द मदर नेचर्स ब्लेसिंग मेथड्स। सो इट्स सो गुड। परफेक्ट। सो हम रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे हमारे व्यूवर्स से, जो भी आपका क्वेरीज हो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखिएगा। और ये जो बहुत ही सुंदर सर ने तरीके से बताया, आपकी हैबिट्स, आपके हेल्थ इश्यूज, और उसके बाद में एसेंशियल फॉर योर गुड हेल्थ, आप इनको फॉलो करें। और जो भी क्वेश्चंस हो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में, और मैं उनका भी यूट्यूब चैनल और कॉन्टेक्ट डिटेल्स में आपके साथ डाल दूंगी, ताकि आप उनसे अच्छे से कांटेक्ट कर पाए। तो थैंक यू सो मच राव साहब,
One
आपके
more
टाइम
point.
के लिए,
Thank you.
प्लीज। हाँ।
See, every month I'm conducting free Zoom sessions
ओके।
every Sunday at 7 p.m. in English.
परफेक्ट
I would send the
परफेक्ट।
link if it is possible. If you can share
या
the
प्लीज प्लीज,
link,
आई एम।
Zoom link,
हाँ।
people can join the program. It's free of cost. People can join. Thank
हाँ।
you very much, madam. I
थैंक
appreciate your time and patience, and I appreciate. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू सो मच।